so forth. Don't forget the account number. Here we go. The match has started. North on the CT side. All Kevlar and USPs for North. NRG, Daps as usual, the utility man. No P250s, interestingly, on this particular juncture. Now, we have an opening kill from Cirque. He was important in some of the pistol rounds prior. Will he be important on this one as well?
Well, almost looks to be over. We got a 4v2 with the B-bomb site under control. There's no retake smokes here for the CTs, and we'll see, in fact, a smoke from the Ts to cut off one of the very key choke points. I believe there is a kit on the bomb sites. I do believe, as I think that was a stolen smoke. And usually you'd see a smoke kit on a CT. So in this kind of a spot, it's a little bit awkward. You kind of want to try to find a kill if you can for some bonus money, but at the same time, you don't really want to give any money away, and you want to keep your Kevlar. Arcadian's Kevlar is actually untouched, so if they do decide to go for a force buy, it can work out. And I have to say, this is one of the maps where you can go for that full save and then play the rifles in the following round, because you're kind of expected to play aggressively in general to CT side anyway. There's lots of options for that, and so you know, you can try to get an early advantage, get an early fragging situation, which means that you don't necessarily need the AWPs early or the utility early. Well, that's Kevlar is gone. But yeah, I'm curious because, you know, North, they could play just as well from the full buy or with a force buy. So yeah, there's all kinds of options here. I'm really curious as to what North's approach is. Like you said, James, we have so little data on how they play this with this new lineup that it's a learning. It's all about learning. It discovery.
Is indeed. But in terms of learning, we saw learning and adjustment from NRG towards the end of Inferno, and maybe they can do it faster here. So they have gone for the force buy. This tells me they want to start with an AWP. They don't just want to start with rifles. You need to balance out the lack of utility and so on, if that's going to be the case with some big guns. So Caden will start off with a big shot from a small gun, being the scout. Can be very dangerous in the hands of the right sniper. 4-on-4. Lost a player in Z connector. NRG will continue slow. 3 CZs. Plenty of utility for North in terms of smokes at the very least to delay and maybe thwart the intentions of NRG. The NRG seem content playing slow for now, but you don't want to play too slow because then you lose control.
I actually really like the NRG boost in mid for Cirque. It was like really, really fast. I think he was up there like 143 or something. Does get that initial kill. Acadian with obviously a nice shot as well, and looks like North will gravitate towards this B-bomb site for the defense, and lo and behold, it does appear to be the case for NRG as well, looking for that attack onto that site. Molotov towards the back as they have the smoke there for CT. No shots really available for Acadian. You have to go for the spam through the smoke, but Gate is moved very close here to this choke point. AZ's done some more damage. I think the scout did actually connect with somebody as Daps and Ethan now will explode. 4 HP on Fugly, 1 HP on Daps. This is looking very scary. Still a great deal of potential for Valde and for Cadian.
Valde with a forward smoke, which gives him a gap to look towards the checker's position and creep into the site. Very nice from him. Isolates him from Daps, who's got 1 HP. This is so winnable for this side. Pulls out the gun, gets a headshot. Daps has got 1 HP, 1 versus 2 with 1 HP. Surely the pistol comes out for Cadian. Valde has full Kevlar, Cadian's naked, but Daps has got 1 HP. He's trying to stay alive for as long as possible, touching the bomb. Cadian's got to find him. What weapon does he have? To 1 HP. He's still got a scout out. He's so close. He has no idea. Daps with 1 HP. Unbelievable. That could have been an early hiccup for NRG. It was expensive, but they win the round.
How do you win that with 1 point of health? My goodness, they were they were just going for the bomb, just to tap the bomb, and just gave him so many opportunities here. See, the Valde wanted to pressure him, having his teammate go for the cover, and then Acadian with a scout, just so awkward. That is, you're not going to see that every day. The 1 HP 1v2. Good stuff from Daps. He's actually been fragging pretty damn well so far in this series. Breeze looking for that opening. I'm not sure if he saw a leg there in the high grounds. It's quite a dangerous position actually from Valde. I think he's got a deagle actually. Will be taken down. Dealt with. Okay. Looking pretty good now. Everyone's dead.
Swift, brief, prompt. 3-0 for NRG. An early scare for them, but better it happens now than later on. And we see the AWP for North. So I think this is going to be an increasing priority for people. Do you start with the early buy and then 4A4s, or do you go for the fourth round buy, have the AWP start with the stuff that you want rather than the stuff that you don't necessarily? Cadian is there partly because he's a sniper. Ethan making plays, but there are HEs as spray. He is dead. 2 players up top. Got to be careful because the bomb is in tow as well. Got players around the vent. There's a strong hold from North around the mid position, and that's what I'm talking about. The bomb now is inside mid. Fugly's in B. Hey guys, I'm in B. Nobody answering because almost everybody is dead. Breeze is the only partner he has at present. And he's lurking towards the A side. It's a 2 versus 4 situation. Fugly's like, guys, I've really got like all this map control, got all this space. This is great, guys. Apart from the bomb being in mid. Oh dear, Cadian missing his shot. How did Fugly get to that position? Maybe some damage can be done. Maybe they can win by elimination. That bomb is still in mid. And this is weird now for North. They've got to get aggressive because they can't just have 2 people in mid. So many places these NRG players can come from. Kiabi's quite tagged. Fugly continuing with this AWP. Seems maybe he wants to draw some attention, but also check as carefully as he can. Breeze creeping around the A main position. 40 seconds, and it seems that one of these teams is likely to win by elimination. Fugly with a sweep, no flick from him. AZ with a headshot. And that leaves Breeze in a 1 versus 2. 30 seconds remain. Again, pure elimination at this point. There goes the low health player. AZ has the information now, but it's Breeze with the AK to clutch the round. Another clutch from Breeze. 3 kills for him in that round. Very important kills to boot.
Oh my god. That is crazy. That is crazy. That was a 2v4. That was a 2v4. But it was that missed shot from Cadian against the MAC-10. That is crazy. Oh my. Breeze, he's been really good with his AK as well. You know, we saw it at the end of the last... Like, he finished off with an ace with the AK at the end of the last map. So, you know, just really goes to show that guy is... He's quite the talent. NRG with so much firepower. And now they're up against the 4 spy here for North. Or the half buy, I should say. They've got 4 rounds of loss bonus, so... Whew. Ethan there with the MAC-10, looking to see if he can get some information here. They know they're playing against a half bite. And you want to find out if there's a stack somewhere, and that's what he's trying to do. He's got the clipboard out, he's trying to find all the information. He's a scientist. Where is the data?
A few flashes for North. There's one of them trying to be used towards the door, but as you can see, it did not quite work out for the North side. Not the start they wanted. Maximum loss bonus has been achieved. Achievement unlocked. But what can they do with it? Well, that's not bad, is it? But it may just be a brief highlight in a losing round. Another frag for North, but they're running out of personnel towards this B bomb site. A smoke for CT, a plant for Checkers. Ooh, he's going for the bad plant. That is unusual, since both his teammates are in the other position. Maybe that was the concern. A run through headshot, but Cadian will be taken out. That's why if you're in Checkers, you can have an off angle towards headshot to catch CTs running in without them seeing you initially. Save your teammate's bacon if he is made from bacon. You made from bacon, Dan?
Probably.
Probably at this point, to be honest.
Eat a lot of bacon, so probably.
He's a big fan of bacon.
I don't use it in the States, though, that much.
Yeah, it's not quite English bacon.
Yeah, I like the back bacon.
In fact, it's American bacon.
Which is less common over here. Less commonly available.
Absolutely haram. 5-0 will shortly be the score for NRG. Fugly will not be exploderized, I do not believe. Look at that, I'm such a nerd. Right then, 5-0. Fugly's got a forward spawn. Maybe he goes for a pick in the mid position. Not a sniper though, so maybe not. But now North needs to turn this around. I feel like if NRG string 2, maybe 3 more rounds together, I feel like, especially the way North lost multiple match points in the previous map, I do feel like they will start to underperform just because of the mental stress and anguish.
It is definitely a problem. But again, you know, we sort of set it up. The CT sides are difficult on cash these days. That said, you know, that round from Breeze and Fugly with the MAC-10, that was quite something. That was definitely a round that North should have had in the bag. So that is somewhat demoralizing. But again, North are a team that they have a good mentality, very mature players, very intelligent players. So They are very good at bouncing back, and the mental reset is they're good at that. Very fast into mid from Ethan, popping the vents, pressuring towards Checkers. And you can see Valde now has to toss some nades. He's worried about it. Incendiary comes out as well to slow any progress as Ethan gets a frag onto Kirby. He was pushing mid, and that is going to be a big win. 5 versus 4, almost no grenades left on North. With like a minute and a half remaining, that's not a good spot to be in.
Must have been so much concern for North. Smokes towards Z, smokes towards white box. The vent pops on both sides. Could be a very fast split of the B bomb site. They search for information, they get punished for doing so. And now they can't be sure as to what's going on, or can they? Valde is going for a push through B, which is causing a 2-man rotation from B towards A. So they've made an investigation. We've got a late lurk from Breeze while the players come in through the smoke, avoiding Gade for the time being, but now there can be problems. That will compound the issue. The bomb's being dropped. Plenty of time, but not plenty of personnel remaining. Gade will hear one player in A main, and Breeze is almost in T spawn. He is miles away. A fadeaway flashbang causes more problems for Ethan. He may not know that he's on fire, losing almost half the life he had. But it's still a 2 versus 2. 3 of these 4 players are in the red, more or less. There is Breeze creeping into that squeaky position. Gade holding an off angle towards Forklift. No grenades for anyone. It's purely shootouts here. It is Cowboy area after all.
Oh,
2 big headshots from Ethan. 6-0 for NRG.
That first kill towards MBK and quad, you can actually see that Ethan's abusing that geometric advantage. He was much further away from the wall, so he actually sees the opponent first. Here you can see that he gets to see AZ first. We saw it from AZ's perspective. It's very difficult, and so that, again, like really good knowledge of how to peek those positions. And NRG 6-0. 4 CZs a Deagle out for North, and we'll have a fast push here towards the B storage position. Only 3 players of the bombers being left defensively, passively towards T-spawn in the middle of the map. Therefore, a rotator to come pick it up. Lockers has been taken by Kirby for North. So with that position, they'll actually rotate everybody towards B. Not a bad shout, actually. Here they go. NRG into B. Ethan's got it, though, already.
That's a good start in B for NRG. North still looking for their first round. Doesn't look like it will be this one. Such a thorough execute going back to that round where NRG were quickly in mid and suggested a fast B split. And you wonder what North can do to take the game away from them, like they like to do. I mean, North are an aggressive team, I think, in general, it's fair to say. But again, cash is an issue. And again, we don't have the data really on North, on cash. NRG below 50%, but North have played it twice in 3 months.
Lots of beeps, and soon the bomb will explode. Detonation has been achieved. For those of you that don't know, you could actually get more money for the bomb exploding. You get $3,500 for elimination, for detonation or for defuse, and $3,250 for elimination. So, fun facts that some people don't know. So, 7-0. This streak of success has been quite impressive for NRG.
Indeed, and North's reaction, their response, will be a second sniper rifle on AZ. Mid has been an issue. Again, we have a fast boost of Ethan in the mid position. Now we have Cadian towards the A bomb site and AZ towards the B bomb site with Valde in a forward position. So far, so good. Cert gets taken out towards A main. Holding an AK-47, it seems, unless I'm mistaken. And there's an aggressive smoke grenade towards B. Valde may be heard by an opponent, Fugly, moving into position. But Ethan's taken out in the meantime.
Yeah, not bad at all here for North now, as they look to get their first round on the board, but still, they lost a 2v4, so must be very cautious. Breeze, he has been electric so far on cash, and he's still alive, walking around. What is the plan now for NRG? Oh, they're waiting to see if it would touch him, and he will escape. But this map control is incredible. North have lockers and B storage. They know that NRG have to be in mid, and Kirby pushes out, spots one. The next one is going to be flashed. This is a very crushing round here from North. Everything went perfectly. really nice start from Cadian, gets the first pick, slows NRG down. North take forward map control on both A, main, and B storage, and from there they're laughing.
Absolutely laughing all the way to the bank. 1 round for North, 7 rounds for NRG. The double AWPs continue. Now Cirque is on the sniper rifle. Ring the alarm bells, call your mother. Tell the family to hide under the covers. Again, the smokes are out once more for NRG, eliminating plenty of angles. They will hear that the CT side break the ventilate on their side. That's why you see a team like Virtus Pro, for example, will, as they're running towards B, they will shoot through the roller shutter to break the vent so they can silently boost into the vent later on. No warning for their opponent. NRG smokes, though, towards mid have been quite a nuisance for North, who basically have to concede position of the entire area almost every round. Seems they're hungry for information now, but really, peeking all the way out would surely be suicide.
Yeah, it's looking quite interesting now as NRG are going to struggle, I think, to get into this A bomb site. They are going for the splits. Really depends on the first kill, and Dabs might be able to get it. There's no peek coming in from Zeds, so Dabs is going to be able to push forwards, and he's going to find the back of Kirby. And now the House of Cards might start tumbling down, but Gade is actually going to offer up a trade straight away. Gade is so strong. 2 quick kills, almost a third, but he's given his team a chance to retake this one. It is a 2 versus 3 for Valde and AZ, and their money, though, surely it can't be that good. They have only just won a round, so you can see their money there. They've got decisions to make. Do they go for this or not? They will have a buy in the next round, and they can buy an AWP in the next round, but it is going to be tough. First frag not going the way. Surely AZ goes to the save. Now the AWP is in his hands. Very valuable weapon. The flash is out. He's going to be forced back. NRG, strong round from them with the mid take, the A split. Just what the doctor ordered.
There is the reset. As brutal as it is, merciless. There will be some money for North, but this is a pretty bad situation in the third map, the deciding map of this best-of-3 series. They will buy around the saved AWP, but how do they turn fortune back in their favor? How can they do that? It seems almost like a lost cause. But again, they have the weaponry now. They've got some reasonable spawns on some of these players. Valde with a forward spawn. Not a sniper, though. Being so important, a 30 bomb every map for Valde. Okay, that's a next level of smoke.
Yeah, we've seen that one before.
For that short position. Lands pretty good as well. Again, those short smokes have to be perfect. Otherwise, there is a gap by the barrels. And the CTs, it becomes like a one-way smoke for the CTs, so that really has to be on point. Not easy when you're running like that. Gay is clearing up, or trying to in A main, but only good for 1 kill. Cadian had an angle through the door, but the door's been closed. The smoke may allow NRG to burst through it, ironically, if that's what they choose to do, but maybe there is too much variance with a quest such as that, especially with the bomb in tow. And there is still time on the clock, and they will head towards mid.
You can see Kirby's there to try to check to see what's going on. Just they understand due north that with so much time left and with the noise being cut in the way that it has, that NRG can just be rotating all the way to B. So you can see how powerful this is. It's in a 4v4, and NRG in a massive advantage. They've created a spot where they've peeled away 2 players, like all the way onto the B bomb site. They're so far away on the rotation. In comes the re-execution into the A bomb site. Cadian's got to hit the shots. There's the first one. Will the second one be as clean? Yes, Cadian doing a good job here. His back is being covered as well, and it looks like he's done enough.
"20 seconds. Only 1 kill. North survive a crucial test. If they lose that round, if they get eliminated, that's pretty much the half. So that is a massive W for North. But there are more tests to come because NRG still have money. It is getting expensive, though, for the T side, the team in the lead. So they will need to find success here. But the 2 AWPs continue for North. They are well equipped. Now let's see if they can have better control of mid. It's been a problem, and Breeze gets out almost for free, really. He sees the scope of Cadian. Goodbye, Cadian.
That was really nice, seeing the barrel there, knowing exactly how to play. He's going to rush up towards short, knowing they don't have enough time to adjust because he's been so quick. Kirby will make his way forwards as well, but this is very tense here. Kirby, will he look below him? Yes, he will. Very good stuff there from Kirby. He's going to make things much easier. Gade, he's been very sharp towards this A-bomb site. How many can he get with the M4? He does have some support coming in. Oh, the HG coming in as well, making that quite cinematic as he gets... Well, Kirby actually takes most of the kills there, helping him out massively. And that's a beautiful 1-2 punch from the likes of Kirby and Gade on the A site. And now NRG, not really left with all that much. And the money has built for North. So somehow they've avoided the reset, James. I thought they were going to get reset. It was going to be really brutal, but no.
It looks like we just got a real match.
Yeah.
In this last game. Look at the pistols on NRG. The situation sucks for them. By the way, we just sold out for this weekend. I think this morning we had 30 tickets remaining, but they've all gone. No more tickets left. Happy Thanksgiving. 8 rounds for NRG, 3 for North. But North on the comeback. No more strongholds in mid for NRG. No more variants, no more problems, no more smoke grenades. No more reset shotting Cadian, not for now. And focus towards A, but Valley misses his shot. A rare miss from him. And there are problems towards Forklift, but Gade has covered with Kiabi. A second kill for Kiabi, moving up the ladder now. He's been spotted, but Ethan's dead. Doesn't really have the tools for the job this time. Breeze with the smoke, the bomb in the smoke, tries to pick it up. Gets punctured by Cadian. A football on a motorway is Breeze. Another round in the bag for North.
They're doing it. They're coming all the way back here. There's obviously 3 more rounds that can be picked up by either team in the remainder of this first half. But this momentum for North is looking really good. NRG starting to run out of, I wouldn't say run out of ideas, but they're certainly not hitting the same stride as they were previously. And now it's all about figuring out with this tactical timeout what they want to do. And initially, some of those A splits were working out quite well, but Kirby and Gade have been just so incredible at defending those. And you have Cadian there with the AWP every so often, also there to help out. And he's also been good in some of those spots. So A is looking really strong at the moment. Even when they get kills towards the middle position, they're still not able to convert into the late rounds. So a new approach is perhaps required, and we may see them going a bit more default. Let's see what they opt to go for here. I'm loving this, by the way, the sort of bunny hop into this position. So really quick. Very smooth. Nothing to be found for Ethan, though. 3 players were on the B-bomb site for North at the beginning of the round. They were expecting potentially a quick push towards that B-bomb site.
Cadian sees more than he's used to seeing in this game of Cash so far. Okay, I'll be watching the cross towards the vents, it seems. Delayed start from NRG. There is the smoke towards Z. Looks like it's very favourable to boost behind. Some pot shots from Cadian, running distraction, allowing Kiabi to peek. He sees multiple assailants in that cache area, the mid area rather, but Daps will take him out. Crossing towards the short position. He's been heard, he's been spotted, sees a player on boost. So much information for Daps. Doesn't know there's a third player towards Forklift just yet, and Ethan will take his place.
Dropping off of the boost, and Cirque will take down Valde, but a 3v3 here. Still plenty of time for NRG to make this one work, as they will be the recipients of much counter utility as North will slow them down. But still with the lurk in Ethan towards short, that could be a problem here. He's going to be able to find them on the flank. That is, oh, we can't find the kill though. He has given his position up, but that was still a problem. His mere presence alone.
AZ on the site now on default. Ethan's lurk's been taken out by Cadian, but he is far away. Meanwhile, AZ's holding things down, and now the support comes in, but not required. AZ will deliver another headshot, and all of a sudden the score is 5-8, from 1-8 to 5-8. Not too shabby for North, building money for these last 2 rounds. And the situation does not look great at all for NRG. Pistols have to be purchased as they look towards the main buy next round. Now, this is dangerous enough for them to do some damage or even win the round, so let's not count them out by any means. We can make no assumptions in this day and age of Counter-Strike, especially with Desert Eagles out, as well as CZs, a pop flash, and 3 smoke grenades. Looks like we'll see an execute into the A-bomb site, probably with the smoke grenade between the truck wall and the red box as well. There it is. And it will be retake territory for North.
Yeah, this is not a bad one. Obviously, North are playing retake. They avoided the bomb site because they know exactly the kind of buy that NRG would have, and that this kind of round is likely. You don't want to have 2 CTs on the site, miss a couple shots, be overwhelmed, give away guns, and instead you just play for the round win. And the retake is usually quite successful in this instance, but Fugly will find a headshot, and the smokes are still up, so some time is being bought here, but how much damage can be done by the remaining pistols here for NRG? So Daps will be blinded. Cirque now close. That's EZ. He gets dinged. It's now down to Fugly in a 1v4. Oh, there's too many targets there as the defuse will come in a timely manner. So very well done by North, showing that you can just play for retake if you understand how to use that utility well. It's once the smokes are gone, it's impossible for the T's.
What a recovery from North. Looks like this. I mean, this game was a write-off, but if you're only going to take 1 round or, you know, maybe 2, 3 into the second half, then probably a write-off. But North have brought this all the way back. NRG now with an actual buy for this last round of the first half. No sniper for Cirque, but maybe the 5 AKs will be enough, or maybe 4 AKs will be enough. Daps will make it a 4-on-4 very quickly indeed. Doesn't get the shot onto Valde. Maybe the inaccuracy from falling. Kaden with a nice shot. Fugly making a play through the smoke. Very fast acting round. And now we're suddenly in a 2 versus 2 with a minute 30 on the clock.
All quiets down. Hearing the vent popped and understanding the presence towards B with the big flank from Gade. This doesn't look too bad here for North to claim this last round in this clutch situation. Gade will make his way forward. They still have to make the run to plant the bomb, so lots of time for Gade to creep up on them. And he's also going to be clearing out a lot of potential positions. Oh, Cirque will find him, though. Now that's a big issue. Cadian in the 1v2. What can he find? He will surely be somewhat aware of where he can be coming from, and as soon as he scopes, he'll know exactly what's up. Oh, this is very difficult without the scope out already. He's going to go for the drop. Oh, that's stunning from Cadian. No time to pull out the pistol and pull the trigger. And Breeze will shut it down. 9-6. North's recovery was very impressive. And going into the second half, it's still anyone's.
Yes, they have given themselves more than a fighting chance after a disastrous start, a reset after winning just the 1 round, no less. And here they are with 6 rounds to the 9 of NRG as NRG move to the CT side now. Will they have the issues that North had? I feel like NRG probably looks more prepared on their T side with the smokes executes and their approach to mid in general. And I expect they'll be better equipped to deal with things on their CT side as well, especially with the likes of Cirque on the team. So I don't think this will be easy by any means from North. Will we see the plays like we saw from Inferno, just the abuse of numbers? The pistol round will start that way, as the pistol round often does. But I'm looking more towards the buy rounds once they get there. Look at the bomb plant. Planted for the entrance to B as NRG rotate towards B.
The full retake all the way from A into B. 3-1 for Cadian. And the numbers advantage is being kept up here by North for the time being. Valde can make it even better. And looks like he might. Keeps the numbers. Ethan, though. Now it's a 2v2. Glock is picked up there as he runs out of bullets. Oof, damage done onto Fugly. Now it's up to Ethan to make his way forward. AZ takes down Fugly. Ethan gets close. Can't find the finishing blows, though. Can't find AZ, in fact, at all, as he shoots him in the side of the head. And the pistol will go to North. 7-9 for them. Do we see the force buy from NRG? Yes, we do. Oh, Ethan. Oh, so satisfying, so clean.
This is quite a meaty force buy from NRG. The UMP, the MP9, as well as the CZs and Desert Eagle. This is quite something that we're seeing here. This is very dangerous indeed. And if they fail, then they'll only be encouraged to bring out the AWP as the score is tied. So North may not be expecting this level of force. They will start slow, making sure everything is covered. Squeaky's covered, A main push is covered, boost is covered, mid push is covered with Cadian, a B push is covered with Valde. Looking for any early aggressions. You can see Valde holding a pixel angle on occasion because it's more about information than fighting to the death, especially if there is an abuse of numbers attempted by NRG. And now they see NRG respecting the position. What will North choose to do?
Spoke to Zeds. Deny information more if they can. make it feel like a mid push could be coming. This is the normal timing that you may expect one, but instead it's to A they go. Already with AZ in the door position, waiting for his teammates, and Kirby trying to find to see if he can maybe get an angle on the player who's on the boost, but they will move forwards. Very nice protocol there. Gade able to check for that as Kirby looks towards the forklift. Gade looks towards the boost. Very nicely done. It's good to see that from professional teams. Obviously, you don't get this far without understanding how to push into bomb sites, but it's always very sad when you see players running in and two players doing the same job, or one player who should be doing something but ignoring a position that he should be checking entirely. So NRG's force buy will be uneventful.
Eliminating 3 of the 5 players is encouraging for North. It's not like those situations where 3 or 4 players are alive and they can spread the wealth if they pick something up, but there's no kills here either. So it will be very limited what they can expect NRGs to try and do in the next round. I wouldn't be surprised if they have the same initial setup to look out for a push, make it as safe for themselves as possible. But indeed, the AWP is coming. I feel like NRG should have a stronger CT side than we saw from North at the beginning. Although we did talk about the NRG adaptation on Inferno late on. Perhaps there was some adaptation from North as well once the second AWP came out, so we won't underrate them in that respect. Hot flash being deployed, but again, Valde & Co will value from the passive positions being taken. Just trying to position himself for 1 versus 1. Extra bullets in the Galil versus some other weapons. And they will be swiftly taking care of the 3 players without the CZs. And Cirque and Daps will wait for the remainder to come their way, or maybe not.
Yeah, not too much to offer up here. It's North look to equalize. It is inevitable. They'll rush together, all 5 alive, wielding very nasty weapons. Oh, that's used at a long range, not going to do too much. And Cirque does not even get a chance. 9-9, indeed. As we will see the buy coming in for NRG, and no, well, surely the AWP, yes, there we go. AWP on Cirque. Galil's out for North, a lot of Galils. 3, you don't often see that many Galils. And they'll have loads of nades. They got so much money, why so many Galils, James?
Keep the money together. Yeah, the Galils are interesting, but I guess they prioritize grenades earlier on. 9-9. The big man Cirque with the AWP, although he is outside the B bomb site. NRG are very comfortable with the retake grenades in the B bomb site. I know they are learned men in that regard, which you don't always see when you have this passive position being played. Ooh, can he see enough? It looks like he can. Gade making his way through. And it's a shooting gallery now for... Oh, no, never mind, he's dead. Now, Breeze and Daps have smokes. I know Daps is going to be using this for the retake, trying to thwart the bomb plant first, though. Cadian makes his way out. He does get the bomb planted. And now it's time for the retake attempt.
That's some nice damage, though, onto Cadian. Imagine if there was an HE follow-up. That would have been devastating, but there it is. Retake grenade, blocking off checkers, blocking off B storage. Nades to the back of the bomb site. There's not too many places that North can stand. They have to force themselves out in front of the smokes here to combat the CT, stop them from moving past the choke points. They will get onto the bomb site now, threaten the defuse as Breeze looks to try to cover here, but it's very difficult. Shooting through the smoke, and AZ is going to make it happen. Even with all the nades there used so effectively, it's still so hard to do it.
Indeed. I think it's some stronger flashes over the top as CTs come out facing this. They don't know if anybody's on the site, in fairness. Norfolk completely abandoned the bomb site, but some flashes over the top would be strong for the breach through the smoke from the CT side. Doesn't guarantee them anything, but I'm sure there was at least one of them. But it failed. And now North are suddenly in the lead. Bizarre, considering it went from 8-1. Well, since it was 8-1, NRG have won 1 round, it seems. So that's a stark difference in success.
The cool thing, too, is that because they kept all the Galils, because they were having so much success, it's somewhat of a bonus round. They tailored the round for that kind of weaponry. They don't try to take long ranges and have big, long duels. Instead, they just rush with it. And that's much more A much more intelligent way to use the Galils. Gade. Double peek there. That is not fun. AZ will trade him out, though, from the door, so that is nice. But they've spotted out where most of the players are. They can assume, I think, with a degree of accuracy that a stack is going on towards the A-bomb side here. But that said, there is Cirque hanging out in checkers, or just outside of it. So they must be cautious. Still going towards A, though.
Grenades being deployed. There are 2 Molotovs. One going towards Forklift, always important. Not moving in just yet, though. Valde will take out a player towards mid, and maybe... Oh, never mind that. Down to a 2 versus 2. Kiabi up top. Daps has got a nice headshot angle. Good burst from him, trying to conserve his bullets, trying to dance around as Cirque is coming in from that short position with the AK-47. Where on earth has that come from?
That's pretty incredible. You don't expect Daps to be so calm, but he's really fragging well today. And that was beautiful. Just being so sly, escaping. Consistently escaping all those sort of follow-ups from, or trade attempts. Now NRG take a timeout to sort of break up the momentum. And, I mean, they have to make sure that this one works. Obviously, only with one player surviving, their money's not going to be amazing. So they'll have to see what they can make happen here. And if they get reset, James, that's not going to be fun. That is going to be very difficult. This is a massive opportunity for North, actually. So both teams with a lot of decisions to make here in this very, very critical round.
Pretty close match. I want to say from start to finish, but we've seen some lopsided leads and so on, and a lot of recoveries from North, breaking some historical statistics. The likelihood of the comebacks, God knows what it was like at 1-8 on cash, but here they are at 10-10. Should be better. Maybe missing the timing with those Molotovs, looking more for reaction and not advancing the position enough. Initial grenades towards the boost position in mid, but it doesn't seem like North have the focus that NRG did there. That will not be the way in for them. A big focus towards A. Now, we've seen retake situations for NRG on B. This time it will be for NRG on A. Nobody even close to the A bomb site. Ethan just spotting, keeping an eye on the proceedings as NRG rotates out of B.
That's a big kill there. Ethan can't find the mark, but Gade certainly can. Gade really showing his skill in this series and his value to North. And look at this, they just got to go for the save. They have to go for the save. Their money is too bad. North will, with just one kill, secure the round. And this is getting really tense now because as the reset comes into play, NRG will have another chance with this save to make this buy work. And I am favouring North. I'm really feeling North right now. They have been playing so very well. NRG often seem to be on the back foot despite being so successful. See the man on the screen, Gade, has not been playing on top flights Counter-Strike for all too long. One of the new additions to the team, and he is proving himself time and again. We always saw that he had great mechanics and his aim is lethal, but he seems much more free and much more confident in the last month.
All right then, North in the lead after all. Both teams with good buys. Seeing a number of different setups from NRG on the CT side. Valde with the smoke towards the front of the B bomb site, taking the AWP angles away. The Molotov to take the secondary AWP angles away, and there's one in the vent as well. As you can see, one player, I think Fugly, moving in behind the box in checkers just in case. So there will be a big investment from NRG towards this B bomb site, 2 on the site. You see the pop flash for Fugly to peek, see what's going on, sees nothing. And North are focusing on mid for the time being, but Kaden is moving back towards the B bomb site as we reach the minute mark.
Here comes the charge. Fugly, will he try to be concealed? No, he's actually sort of facing here. Might want to drop a smoke immediately. There we go. And try to delay as much as possible. That will keep him safe for the time being. And they're going to have to worry about this. His presence there is very scary, but Circus on the bomb side, I think he's being... Yeah, they're going to wrap him, and he can't do anything about it. Fugly just still staying in checkers. Very annoying here, but there's just not enough in the way of a defense here for NRG to maybe make anything of this.
How is he still alive? Never mind, he's dead. And Ethan now knows where both these final players are. Trying to get 1 versus 1. He eats all of that flashbang, but nobody peeks with it. Probably expecting him to avoid it for the most part. Maybe just saw a tease of a leg, but has he got the angle for Cadian? Trying to find it as best he can. There's the headshot. The transfer won't get there in time. Kiabi shutting it down. So close. Just 1 man surviving from 10 as North extend their lead to 2 and send NRG to eco territory. They'll get 2,400 for the loss of this round, and they called a timeout, NRG. Is this time for North to pull away with this series?
So they can afford to buy down to $2,000, everybody but Cirque, who already has quite a lot of money. But I guess Cirque can spend a bit as well. He'll get 2,400 when they lose this one. If they lose this one. You never know. I mean, they can afford to buy some Deagles, some CZs. We'll see if they go for that. North, though, they do look really comfortable at the moment. Only 1 round on the CT side for NRG. That is very, very difficult.
Again, it's almost a mirror of the first half, but when you're in the second and a score is like this, there's a lot more pressure for NRG.
It's down middle. Well, be evaded by NRG. And yeah, they just actually go very, very light here. I think that is actually, they're thinking ahead in case they do lose their buy rounds. They will have a bit of extra cash. Just a little bit of extra money to help them buy up in the following rounds.
Somebody must retrieve the bomb. Cadian has been nominated. He pulled the shortest straw. Very poor eco for NRG. They have $800 if you ignore the USPs, of course. You can buy a USP if you want to, $200 in the menu. But if you throw it away at the end of a round, you will spawn with a new one. Under the minute mark. Maybe there'll be less hesitation with the Molotovs. Subtle Molotovs, and out they come. Not standing at a choke point this time. Even more Molotovs making extra sure. There is a post-plant smoke grenade if they need it, but the guns should win out. Fugly, those picks up a rifle, but not for long. And now Daps is in a 1 versus 3. Where was that rifle? I'm not quite sure. Moving in with the USP. Won't last very long. 13 rounds for North, 10 rounds for NRG.
Okay, it's getting so tense here. NRG spend everything. They get double AWPs, as many nades as they can muster. And if they lose this one, it's another save, and North are closing in on 15 rounds. This is where things start to get so dangerous. NRG, let's see what they go for at the beginning of the round here. Dabs has got the AWP, he's got a forward spawn. Here he goes. Oh, he misses the shot. Goes for the re-peek and gets it. That is not bad work at all from Daps.
Brazen, but necessary. They needed something. Keeping North honest, respectful before they charge towards the finish line. And now what do they do in this 4 versus 5? Moving through towards main. The bomb appears to be headed, no, setting up some grenades. I thought squeaky, but seems Cadian will be throwing some grenades for the team. That bomb was pretty damn far back. It's scary when you can see the whole radar, but no one is pushing on this occasion. And with that grenade, 3 players will head towards the A bomb sites. Kiabi charging through, sees a player on the high ground, but won't win the duel. Ethan makes it a 5 versus 3.
Yeah, looking difficult for North at this point. They have got some space, some real estate on the bomb site for a post-plant, but decent amount of utility remaining in incendiary smoke on NRG, and it gets worse. Breeze takes down AZ. Down to Valde, down to Cadian. Only AK-47, it's a good start from Cadian. Lightens the load ever so slightly as he pushes for a forward angle. Can he get a good timing? Oh, that could have been a chance, but Cirque will find him. Valde burning here. Oh, they line up, but he's in the flames. There's no chance, and that'll be the round for NRG. As they go to 11, they needed this one so badly. They go with all the stops. The double AWPs come out. Daps goes for the timing pick. He manages to get it. NRG doing what they can.
The gap is closed to 2. There is so much money, though, for North. They've drilled a hole in the back of the bank vault. So this will be a war of attrition. 5 AKs for North, 2 AWPs for NRG. Daps will continue with the second one. Now what will we see? A 1-2-2 setup from NRG, A, mid and B respectively. Initial smoke grenade to stop any fast plays from North. And you never know when you're going to see a fast play from North. 2 smokes around mid, 1 smoke towards A main, 1 smoke towards B main. 3 players outside B with the bomb, a 4th in Gade joining them shortly. So again, it looks like we are getting back to that numbers abuse game from North. I think the window's been broken already towards B bomb site. Valde wins the duel. They only see 1 player towards B, so there's not a big rotation here from NRG. So it creates some space for himself with the smoke grenade, but they still don't have the information. North reading that the CTs will rotate, and they are starting to. I feel like where Ethan is, maybe he starts to hear some rotation of these players elsewhere. But it won't be a race towards A from North. Seems they might boost into mid.
Ethan on the high grounds. Ethan on the low grounds. On the sandbags. Oh, it's laboured spray. He doesn't take too much damage though. The flashbang goes out. He's trying to keep himself alive. Is there a teammate to help him here? Someone to throw a flash, someone to peek with him. And he's out in the open, forced to face. And now his face has been taken away. Breeze looking to investigate to see whether they're going to keep pushing behind this. And he can definitely expect someone to be pushed towards that white box. Does he go for it though? Gade is waiting, but Ethan's got Breeze has got a better position. How does he do that, Gade? That's marvelous.
5 versus 2. North looking for 14. They look pretty damn good. Oh boy, look at that money. That is pocket change. Could barely get the 30 pence mix with that. Cirque has to hold on to this AWP. And look at the search. North have got the flashlights out. The helicopters, the dogs. The little machines of cameras from Rainbow Six. I don't know what else you search with, but I think that's enough.
Yeah, so I can hold on to this. AWP is going to be pretty spectacular. He has actually picked a really good position because even if he has 1 engagement, if he gets the kill, it's going to be very hard to chase him down. Although the bomb is still not actually detonated. He's going to defend again. Another player, he doesn't have to peek here. He can play it really defensively. Oh, that's so close. Oh, that's the GG right there. Beautifully done by Valde. Uses the Molotov to finish him off. And Cirque does his best effort to try to survive, but all the guns have been taken away. All the money has been taken away. NRG only have, what, $2,000 to $3,000. This is bad.
Surely they can't force buy with this on cash, on a CT side. Their money's still going to suck next round, but it'll be better than this.
Yeah, I think they do have to do it. I think they got to. I think you have to respect how good North are. I think you've got to save and play against match point. I'm with you there, James. But will NRG be of the same opinion? They've taken the time out to discuss it, and you can see it's North.
Breeze has bought a Desert Eagle. Why? He has $2,700. Why has he bought Desert Eagle?
That is.
Why spend the money at this point? What's the point?
Yeah, he's going to have $3,900 next round, so if he had not spent that, he could have had a rifle and Kevlar and nades.
What is the value? What is the point? Like, is it not clear how bad this situation is? Why are you making it worse for yourself? Dying immediately, as will the rest of the team.
One kill there for Cirque.
Yeah, Valde is covering the weapon. Doesn't want to get too hairy. All right, so let's have a look at the situation. Let's see what he buys and where the shortcomings are and what... Okay, so Kevlar, a FAMAS, a smoke and a Molotov. Could have had a diffuse kit and a flashbang. Diffuse kit would be nice. Bearing in mind the entire team don't have any diffuse kits. A pop flash for a teammate. I just feel like it is, unless you genuinely think there's a reasonable chance of a 1 versus 5 with the Desert Eagle, just why are you buying it at that point? I don't know.
Nice smoke. It was nice. Was that supposed to be the smoke for highway?
I think for the roof to extinguish a molly early.
Ah, right, of course.
Match point for North. They're a man down early. NRG have taken aggressive control of main. They have to find something to balance out the imbalances elsewhere. And they've done that well.
It's actually a really cool setup that Breeze has. The angle, you don't really expect that as a team. When you're coming out of the door, you're not looking for that off angle. Kirby, though, has crept his way up to look to sandwich onto this bomb site, and Ethan is so important as well. If he goes down, oof, now they can try to access him with the bomb site, and they will actually check A main. Cirque in with the AWP, he might catch one player crossing. Yes, he does. That's the bomb down on the ground as well. They've got to go back across. Do they have a smoke? They do. But Cirque can take the opportunity to push forwards. He knows that they're trying to grab the bomb, but 2 flashes there for Fugly. That's all the utility they have in this situation, as Cirque looks to find a peek, but surely they won't give it to him.
No kits. Cirque and Fugly. Fugly walks into the AWP. There's no or little reason for AZ to peek. Cirque makes his way past with the USP. And now it's time for the AWP. If Cadian peeks from the left-hand side, he would see the shadow first. USP versus 2 full health players. Fires the odd shot, but that will be the end of that. 16-11, an unbelievable back-and-forth war of attrition. You can see what it means.